Okay, so it's Sunday the 23rd of October. We're on the Australian dollar, US dollar. So let's have a look at this market for the trading week ahead. Okay, so last week we went over the price squeeze. Just quickly do it again. We have sloping support. We can see it being used over and over again. Here, here. Then we have the resistance lines above. This is basically one resistance area up here. Price is doing what? It's beginning to squeeze in this area. When price is squeezing like this, eventually the market is going to break out, and you can quite often see increased volatility and strong moves when it does this. If you're trading higher time frames, you want to be careful for false breaks. It's one of the main reasons I don't trade patterns. You quite often see the market. Let's have a look if we have seen it. So something like this, market pops out, everybody gets long. It also takes out the stops from people who are short. As the market approaches what is seen as resistance, people enter short, put the stops above. Market pushes up, takes out those stops, triggers in everybody going long for the breakout, pauses, and crashes back down. It's just the way the market moves. Can be very frustrating at times. In fact, it can be very frustrating quite a lot of the time. It's just the way the market is designed. If you're going to trade, you need to be looking at trading as something that you really, really do enjoy. It can't just be about the money. Too many people come into this industry looking for fast cash or to become billionaires. It's so easy. You see it all the time, and unfortunately, quite a lot of people out there play up to that. Quite a lot of trading educators offer the suggestion that it's possible if only you'll input your credit card details into their website so they can show you the magic tricks. It's just not going to happen, guys. It takes time to learn trading. You need to be willing to pass that time, pass the frustration that you're going to face over and over again, and just keep going. On Sundays, I do charity work. Basically, I work with old people who are housebound. I to get them out of the house, basically to help them meet up and have tea parties. That's the rock and roll lifestyle that I lead as a trader. But one of the things that I ask the guy I look after is, I like speaking to older people and hearing about their life experiences and any advice they have. And one thing he always tells me is, make sure you're doing what you love. Yeah, that's one of the things he always says, and in all honesty, I couldn't agree more. Because you're going to spend a lot of time in your life doing what you consider work. If you don't like it, you're not going to be good at it. You're not going to be able to, or maybe you will be good at it. But what's the point of being good at something and focusing a huge portion of your life on it if you hate it? Yeah, one of the reasons I am a trader is because I absolutely love trading. It's very frustrating at times, and it's incredibly difficult at times. There's a huge failure rate with trading, 90%. It seems to be the touted figure. But if you love it and if you enjoy it, if you can't get enough of it, then stick with it. Focus on it. Be determined to improve. Don't give up. If you hate it, move on to something else. It's not gonna, you're not gonna be a millionaire overnight as a trader. You're probably, very likely not gonna make it as a trader. It's a very high failure rate. If you don't love it, are you going to be one of the 10% that succeed? Most likely not. You need to love it. You need to really enjoy what you do. Okay, so looking at the price action anyway. Expecting the price to pop out eventually of this price squeeze. We went over the sloping resistance from last week. What did we say? If the market got up into these levels, we could expect the price to come back down. Exactly what we did. Where we came into. Second sloping support and resistance line. Popped through and rejected. What are we watching next week? We're watching to see if we can break through here. If we break through here, price is coming down to where? Here. Yeah, very, very likely next move. If we can break below here, we're coming down to here at a minimum. What does that mean? Sloping support is going to be a good area to look for bullish reactions. We also have the MA200 just lining up, pretty much perfectly now with the sloping support line. Good to watch for bounces. If the market holds this level at the start of next week and starts to push up, well, obviously we're still going to watch sloping resistance, but the key level is up here. Yeah, so 7,720 to 7,7, you get 65, 70. These areas up here, key resistance. If we see the market breaking through, you don't want to be the normal pattern trader jumping onto the trade. Just wait. See if the market comes back and retests the level. We've broken out. We've came back. We're retesting. This is when you get to see if the bulls are actually willing to hold this price above this level and continue the bullish run. Exact same if we break out below. Break out. Sometimes it happens very quickly. Price will break out and then return, and then off it goes. Sometimes price will go all the way down. And then eventually, you'll see it coming back. Well, you know, more often than not, you'll see it coming back, testing, and then away it goes. You know, those are the things I'm going to be watching for going into next week. Really, at the start of next week, it's about this line right here. Do we break below it? If we do, looking for price to come down, you could almost just look at it as the MA200. Because the MA200 is not going to move a considerable amount next week in relation to this line. So you could just say it's the MA200, looking for price to come down to those areas. Then you could also be looking for your bullish bounce. If we hold this level, looking for price once again to make an attempt back up to the resistance line, key resistance above, and then we're looking for the breaks of either of these levels before we see direction, or we can give a bias to direction in this market. You know, looking at ascending triangles, you know, there's different camps look at it different ways of which way it's going to break, judging by the price action. But for me, I just let the price action tell me. Yeah, I'm not interested in trying to predict how a pattern's going to break. I want price action to tell me. So that's what we're looking at going into next week, guys. I'm actually in Australia. Fly off on Tuesday morning. Get back on the 5th. I'm basically heading over there for 10 days. Well, I'm actually over there for 7 days, traveling for 3 days, because that's how far it is from the UK, unfortunately. I'm heading over, basically one of my short stories that I wrote. It's been turned into a short film for a film festival. So I'm just heading over to watch it. What does it mean? It just means I'm not sure how I'll be able to keep up with the YouTube channel. So the reviews during the week and the weekend analysis. I'll try if I have the time, if I have access to the computer at the right times, I will post the videos up. But you know, if it's silent for 10 days, that is the reason why. Okay guys, I hope you all have a great trading week next week. As always, I'm James Orr, and thank you.